Hey guys, how you going? Okay guys, let's get into this. I'm going to do two videos today, one on Epstein and one on Marilyn Manson, in fact. I'm doing two because I've been monetized but have not been able to monetize one of my videos so far. None of them. I think I've made about 13 cents. So that's in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, it's going good. But anyway, I just want to see what happens if I make an Epstein video compared to, say, a Marilyn Manson video. The one on Marilyn Manson is he's been accused of assault to many women as well. It's the same kind of thing, but I want to put some other connections together as well. Okay. This is from Dano's House of Snark. The Humpty Dumpty Institute Bulletin. Never heard of them. Sarah Kellen equals Sarah Kensington, friend of Meghan Markle, another yacht girl. And what happened to Mark Epstein, Jeffrey's brother and heir to the throne, and his Humpty Dumpty Institute? I'm still getting sloppiness from them. Tried looking at their humanitarian work. At first I got a 404, as with most of their other pages. Then I immediately got a Wi-Fi error. I virtually never get these, only once or twice before. So let's just have a look through the pictures first. Okay. Sarah Kensington, very regal new name for girl in Epstein's sex case. A beautiful blonde who's allegedly recruited schoolgirls for sexual encounters with a pedophile friend of Prince Andrew has been rewarded with a lavish, jet-set lifestyle complete with a new identity. According to legal documents, Sarah Kellen, 31, managed a harem of underage sex slave at a Palm Beach mansion in Florida where the Duke of York was treated to massages by Jeffrey Epstein, a billionaire financier who is under investigation by the FBI for alleged sex trafficking. As revealed by our photograph, however, Kellen is now moving in rather more elite circles after dyeing her hair brown and adopting a false name. As Sarah Kensington, she has become a fixture on the US social scene, buying tickets to charity parties, dating a scion of Railroad Dynasty and driving a vintage open-top sports car. Using two other aliases, Sarah Linnell and Sarah Bonk, her mother's maiden name, rather than any admission of guilt, to cover her tracks, she divides her time between Epstein's Florida villa and New York. She shares a luxury flat in the city with Epstein's 29-year-old personal assistant, Storey Cowles, whose mother is married to the heir of a railroad fortune. The flat is registered to an Epstein relative. Kellen was named as Epstein's co-conspirator in a 2005 police investigation into the 58-year-old tycoon's erotic massages by underage girls. She was granted immunity from prosecution after he used his political connections to strike a controversial plea bargain deal under which he served just 13 months in jail. Kellen and Cowles visited him regularly, according to prison logs reviewed by the Mail on Sunday. Cowles described himself at the time as a paralegal. After Epstein was released, Cowles, who had an arrest record himself for careless driving and possession of marijuana, described himself as Epstein's personal assistant. In an interview during subsequent civil proceedings, Kellen was asked if the prince had sexual contact with girls whom Epstein employed as masseuses. She refused to answer, citing her constitutional right to remain silent. Okay, and it shows that she was here a lot, SK, Sarah Kellen, Sarah whatever her name is, with Jeffrey Epstein and someone named Jessica. Cindy Lopez, Joanne, or Joanna. I'm trying to read them. Joanne it is. Can't read that one. Something, Alexander and Stacy, somebody. Bill Clinton and 4 Secret Service. 2 males, 1 female. And it's got SK again. Okay, so that is that Sarah Kellen, whatever her name is. She's a yacht girl. They drug their victims. Now this, okay. Listed from pre-wedding to wedding, was advised to watch for announcements concerning the schedules of various members of the royal family. I was asked if I was reading all the stories coming out this week and was told to keep an eye out for 2 specific stories. An announcement that Sarah Kensington had been consulted about the refurbishing of Apartment 1, and number 2, the reversal of the outcome of an old trial that will change legal precedent in the US. That first one is, I think, either a joke or a clue, not a reality. The second one I initially left out for lack of clarity, but today I'm seeing more connections. I asked about and was told not to be concerned about the damage to the monarchy. A response has already been prepared. Okay, which I believe is Meghan Markle's association with the royal family was not a fairy tale blind date. She served a purpose to her backers over a year ago, and since then, all that has happened with PH, the prince, has been her own game. The backers don't care. She is no threat to them because she does not know anything, or everything. They aren't helping her, but the distraction of this wedding helps them because that's what everyone is focusing on. Now, they're talking about the royal wedding. It was a while ago, but people are catching things that they didn't catch back then. To me, the theory of an agreement with an end date makes perfect sense, since a wedding was never the end plan in the first place. It's just something she's going after now, since the initial reason for her being there is done. Movers, shakers, politicians, royalty on both sides of the ocean, all connected, and connected by the same 2 things. digging in her heels, putting out heartbroken daughter press. The prince trying to compromise but unwilling to risk the horrible publicity she would unleash on the monarchy. I'm told that MM's role in the backstory was to prove to someone in the royal family that they could plant someone in their innermost circle. It was a warning shot to a member of the royal family that their cooperation is something which is required, I believe that's supposed to say. This is where my sleuthing is taking me to places I don't want to be or quite believe. But without confirmation, it would be libelous for me to name names. I will say that some of you have picked up on what I found, and I repeat most strongly that everybody is connected. One anonymous person asked why they didn't set Harry up with someone more to his usual taste. The answer is that it would have served no purpose. A tall, aristocratic blonde wouldn't be able to hold the race or class card. I'm told that PH is on the side of postponement, but will back up going through with it. Not because he wants the marriage, but because he is desperate to prevent fallout. Oh, there's supposed to be a full stop there. If you see PA, expected, he is there only to support F, and because Majesty would not be pleased with such a notable absence. If you watch the service, keep an eye on him. He's not good at hiding his disdain. There is more than one reason for his disdain. They are counting on the public becoming apathetic about MM's character after this excitement dies down. That is when someone is going to drop a bombshell just because they can. Whether or not the monarchy attempts to defend her will depend on exactly what occurs. And that looks like, is that the end of it? Let me see. Oh, no. I finally found direct connection between and Epstein. I'm sure there are numerous, we just couldn't see them. See below. A former Epstein assistant, Sarah Kellen, who allegedly kept a Rolodex of young women to recruit for trysts with Epstein, she has since married NASCAR race driver Brian Vickers and started her own interior design firm called SLK Designs. A recent article by the Daily Beast refers to public records showing that Kellum once operated SLK from Midtown Manhattan, building owned by Epstein's brother. Repeatedly in the depositions of Epstein's victims, the girls refer to Sarah, a woman who would lead them upstairs to Epstein's bathroom, where she would prepare the table and accessories for them to use for Epstein's massage. Now, I went back and reread London Scoop's post. Look at this from the days leading up to the wedding. Per London Scoop, I was told to keep an eye out for two specific stories. An announcement that Sarah Kensington had been consulted about the refurbishing of Apartment 1 and the reversal of the outcome of an old trial that will change legal precedent in the US. Oh, it's done it again. Okay, and SK, I don't know, just the initials SK. Remind me of a real-life crime story. The guy who called himself SK and wrote novels, he was actually trying to be a film producer, and he called himself SK as in serial killer. I just find it interesting. I'm not saying everyone with the with the initials SK. It just reminds me of that. Ghislaine Maxwell's nephew, Alexander Gerasi, served as staff assistant from May 2009 to June 2012. The report also appears to reference Gerasi's LinkedIn profile, which lists his role as Chief of Staff for the Office of the Assistant Secretary of State, Bureau of Near Eastern Affairs, from May 2011 to June 2012. Gerasi served as Special Assistant to the office from May 2009 to May 2011, his online profile says. Sarah Kellen is Epstein's former assistant. Maxwell remains jailed in MDC Brooklyn since July the 2nd. Angel Urena, a spokesperson for the former president, has said Clinton has never been to the island in the Caribbean where Epstein built his estate. Oh, really? Well, there seem to be a lot of... he seems to be on all the flight logs going there. Anyway, Fox News reported in May 2016 that Clinton went on at least 26 trips aboard Epstein's plane, the Lolita Express, between 2001 and 2003, according to flight logs from the Federal Aviation Administration. Listed as the destination for those trips were exotic locales like the Azores, Singapore, Brunei, Norway and Russia, among others. And I do believe he was caught going to the actual island. I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that, but this is the Humpty Dumpty Institute, it's run by his brother. Okay. I get it now. All these signs and symbols. Oh. Okay, now let's go into where else? What else have we got on this? Oh, I did find something else on Markle. Okay. That December, the Daily Mail reported that Markle's other dog, Guy, broke 2 legs. Circumstances surrounding the injury are unknown, but sources claim Markle was distraught over the incident. This is just a piece on the shady side of Meghan Markle, which just pretty much calls her a what do you call it? She wants to be famous. So, and like she's left people behind, she's turned on a family and friends and other things. She wanted the chapel to be sprayed with a scent, which wasn't allowed because the Queen wouldn't allow it, apparently. What else is there in here? Oh, she gave the Queen heaps, obviously. Let me see what else I can find. Okay, I found some more interesting things here. Meghan Markle's deleted Instagram photos. The intimate snaps from her life before Prince Harry. Putting raspberries on your fingers and eating them. Okay, anyway, let's have a look. There's that. Okay, that's pretty normal. Wow. Touch my butt and buy me pizza. Interesting. Oh, okay, so she's advertising herself. She loves the dogs, but the dog had 2 broken legs. How did that happen? That'd be interesting to know how that happened. Kate Middleton. Oh, no, hang on. It's not Kate Middleton. That's her on a yacht somewhere. And I'll show you more on a yacht in a minute. Jessica Mulroney. That'd be interesting to look up as well. We're just going through. Okay. Check it out. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? On Epstein's yacht. There she is there. And the other girl, Sarah, whatever her name is either that one or that one. I'm not sure which one it is, but they said she dyed her hair brown, so I'd kind of guess it's that one. Meghan yacht girl past and Epstein connections. That looks interesting. It's a YouTube video. That might be interesting to look through. And this thing here. Eco-hypocrites, Prince Harry and Meghan took private jet after telling everybody else that they should cut down on their CO2 because of climate change, and these people are flying around on private jets all over the place. They are biggest hypocrites out there. Yeah, she had a previous hubby who apparently opened up about her a bit. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right. Seriously. Yeah, but I still think she's a shady person, and they're connected. And where was it? 1 second, guys. I'll find something. Okay, I found it way back in the beginning of the article. Okay, there's a few things behind the scenes that have made them raise their eyebrows. Here's a look at the shady side of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. Yep, you read that right. These 2 lovebirds come from the same family tree. Of course, we should take this with a grain of salt because, after all, we probably all share a few genes here and there if we trace our ancestry back far enough. Though Meghan Markle was born American and Prince Harry's British, in October 2017, the Daily Mail performed what they call a genealogical investigation, revealing that the 2 are actually cousins dating back to the 15th century. The connection is on Markle's father's side, but it's 15 generations back, so there's no need to worry about family dinners getting more awkward over the holidays. Now, we don't know. I don't know who this Nikki Swift is, but we know that the kissing cousins come from things like this, and they are into that. They keep it all in the family. They keep it all in the same bloodlines. And that's the word I was looking for before. She's a social climber. And that's what she is. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that one there for today. I just thought it was interesting to put some things together. That she was on Epstein's yacht. She was a yacht girl. And so was this other girl called Sarah Kellen. And now she they just carry on with their businesses. They were granted immunity from prosecution back in 2008, I believe. But I'd keep watching this because it's not over. It is far from over. So, okay guys, let me know what you think down below, and I'll get on to making the second video, and I'll talk to you shortly. Okay guys, bye.